Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting, and it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game, and that's the only way these teams know how to play.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Jones. Junior's out there with Johnson. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Wesley in at the shooting guard. And it's Banchero missing. The pass to Junior. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Junior's got the first points of the night for San Antonio. And Greg, some big news for MP. He's been named to his first All-Star team.
And he has to feel like he's arrived. MP worked hard to earn a spot on that All-Star team.
Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Junior's got 5 points so far.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Back to Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Wagner kicks to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. He takes it in. Here's Carter. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help.
To the wing right side. It's stolen by Carter. Wesley against Robinson. Anthony on the wing. Back to Robinson. Pass to Wagner. And it's off from three-point range.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Chalk up 2 there.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Carter finds Banchero. And the rejection by Wembanyama. From deep. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. And look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So it's San Antonio now. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Wagner passes to Anthony. Here's Robinson. Outside Anthony. And they get it. And the shot is long. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
For the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Banchero. Jalen Suggs comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Anthony. Now, here's Fultz. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
Mo Wagner is a very capable shooter, and it doesn't matter what kind of situation it is. That time gets into his catch-and-shoot bag.
And that one's good, Junior. And it's the first All-Star selection for young MP. And Greggy comes in as a starter.
And Kevin, heck of a way to make an entrance, right? Busting down the doors, if you ask me. Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's Fultz. 11-point game his last outing. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Here's Junior. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And what a way to start this game dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter, and Banchero's subbed in for Franz Wagner. Now, here's Suggs. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Junior with it, picked up by Banchero. Junior with it, off target with his three. Tipped away and stolen by Junior. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jalen Suggs.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And the foul. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Duncan Robinson comes in for Mo Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Fultz against Jones. Fultz the pass to Carter. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 16. Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Anthony is out there with Fultz, and it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against Miami, got the job done. He finished with 70 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Jones. Junior's got 8 points in the quarter. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Anthony with it. Now defended by Junior.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up.
This is a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Spurs out in front, running away with it. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Let's hear it for your arena entertainment.
And hello, everybody.
Man, I would have loved to play on this team. They share the ball, that movement that creates openings for other guys and converting them into very high percentage shots.
Yeah, I just glanced at the numbers. They have more assists in one half than some teams have in a whole game.
And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
Their defense just got a lot better. Capella's an elite rim protector.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
One more time, fans.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court right now for the Spurs, They've got Victor Wembanyama. Kelvin Johnson is out there with Junior. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Wesley in at the 2. Doris, when you and I think about the playoffs back in the bubble, you can see how much of an impact the fans have during games.
Personally, Kevin, I hope never to see a bubble again because the energy and the atmosphere inside NBA arenas is so electric you can almost reach out and touch it. And obviously the players love the opportunity to perform in front of their home fans. I'll tell you, Banchero wants to see the answer from 3, and he decides to do it himself.
Junior the pass to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good, Junior.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Now here's Anthony. Tight defense on him. He kicks it to Carter. Outside Robinson. From outside the arc. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Now you see the decision-making. Paulo Banchero is so impressive. Comes into the league with that skill and really elevating it.
Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft. Paulo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passing it, and endless potential offensively. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
To the middle, here's Robinson. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Johnson in the corner. Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Banchero. Junior dishes to Johnson. Fires for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start.
Spurs leading by 22. The backcourt pair for him, Fultz and Suggs. Wagner is out there with Paulo Banchero, and it's Bitadze in its center. Fultz is out there for Orlando.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Wembanyama outside. Passes it to Junior. On the wing, another one falls for San Antonio.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Banchero kicks to Suggs. Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guard?
Kevin, it's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Payton. The 2000s with Nash and Kidd. But this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant, and, of course, CP3 is still going.
Shot from 16. Strus's shot is good. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Pass to Suggs. Wagner against Barnes. And stolen by Junior. There's the pass to Sohan. Lays it up off the glass. Sohan's got 9 points here in the second half.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's blocked by Junior. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. As Orlando will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Wagner. Robinson's checked in for Jalen Suggs. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Wagner outside. Out to Carter, trying to end the drought. Another miss by Orlando.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Magic ball.
We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by San Antonio. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
And again, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
To the wing on the left, to the paint. Magic moving the ball around. Pass to Anthony. Back to Wagner. Now Banchero. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one's good, Junior.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Spurs substitution. Number 4, Devontae Graham.
Kicks it to Junior. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Now here's Anthony. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Orlando Ball. At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner. One shot.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer.
Let's get this win, MP.
These fans are all hipsters. It'll be like a home game for us.
Okay, Sam. Can MP break the single-season scoring record?
Time for a shoot around, MP.